And good early evening. Hello, Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Rumble. We are here for the test flight 12 of SpaceX's Starship 12 with or this is test flight 12, the 12th test flight for Starship 39 and Heavy Booster 19. That's got about 35 minutes before the window opens. We're going to be going over to space.com, which they have the SpaceX folks. And so let's go ahead and head over there right now as far as they got something going here.
Sea level engines, 258 all the way up to 275 on the vacuum optimized ones. When you look at all of the generations of Raptor lined up, all of those fiddly bits, the sensors, feed lines, controllers, everything that you were used to seeing around Raptor 1 and 2, a lot of those have either been deleted, best part is no port, or they're internally integrated and protected inside of the engine itself. That'll let us dramatically cut down on the weight of the engine, make it easier to manufacture because we are going to be mass producing these things. Now, we make these Raptors in Hawthorne. There's our Hawthorne manufacturing team getting ready to see their engines fly in space for the very first time. Huge shout out to you guys. You're all wizards. Appreciate you getting us some vehicles on the pad today. But incredible amount of effort. World's best engineering team works here at SpaceX. Get this rocket to that pad ready to launch. And we've been trying to follow more of it and document some of it. And if you haven't seen it, check out our new docu-series, Starship.
We've really, built this rocket from scratch, but we've also built the pad from scratch. So it's all kinds of new systems. This will be the first time that we bring together the pad and vehicle pieces to make sure that they all work.
The static fire vehicle is in pre-pad clear, about to get to our static fire pad clear top state.
We run 60 seconds on ship because you get to see how the vehicle thermals all shake out and just general vehicle performance.
That if you can make it through that you're in a reasonable position to go fly.
Startup. Throttle up. +10.
The journey of SpaceX is a journey to give humans access to the solar system and beyond, which is really the goal for Starship.
+20.
The impact that this rocket is going to have on the world, I don't think most people can really comprehend the change it's going to have.
This is such a wild ride. The highs are high, the lows are low as we really work to get to ultimately launching people, which is going to be amazing.
+40.
It is not impossible just because it's far beyond what has been done before. We've proved that time and time again.
+50. Full duration.
Oh man, like Dan said, we've got the world's best engineering team, and I love this docu-series because it's allowing us to get a peek behind the curtains.
Yeah, the full thing is 25 minutes long, and I think I've watched it 4 or 5 times already. That's how good it is.
Same.
But yeah, so just as the team has been working hard on a brand new rocket, we've also redesigned the ground systems. The brand new Pad 2 that you can see on your screen here is making its big debut today.
We took everything we learned from operating on Pad 1 to create this totally new launch pad. Pad 2 is optimized for full and rapid reusability. We've upgraded our propellant farm with much more storage and more pumps to enable super fast filling for launch and relaunch. On the tower, we changed to shorter chopsticks, which enable even faster motion to better track vehicles flying in for catch.
Yeah, we also changed the actuators driving those chopsticks from hydraulics to 100% electromechanical, increasing their speed, redundancy, and reliability. On the ground, the launch mount was completely redesigned, and if I had to describe it in one word, I'd say it's robust. With the extensive concrete and steel cladding, it almost feels like you're looking at a battleship, not a launch pad. But it's also smarter. We've separated the fuel and ox systems into different compartments and repositioned the booster quick disconnects to be out of the vehicle's plume during liftoff.
Yeah, and perhaps the most obvious change, we've now got a bi-directional flame diverter. We said goodbye to the pancake, and a new top deck flame deflector to eliminate metal wearing down, which will help us get to zero refurbishment between launches. In fact, that new flame trench and the new chopsticks are featured here on our new Pad 2 launch shirts. This launch pad is built for maximum safety and fast turnaround because making life multiplanetary will require launching a lot of starships. And as the countdown continues, let's change gears for a moment and head over to Tyler Lionquist in Hawthorne to talk about Starlink. How's it going over there, Tyler?
Hey, Kate, and thank you. We're back in Hawthorne, and we have a crowd forming outside of Mission Control ready to see some starships fly today. And like Jake mentioned earlier,
Okay, those are the Starship people. They're going to be going through the various things here. We got different. This is our particular feed that we have for space.com. We have the fellows there at NSF, and this is the current picture of the actual Starship 39 and Heavy Booster Heavy Booster 19, I should say, and you can see that they're putting in propellant now. That's the venting from what. Let's see if these guys are talking here. So hang on.
Good methane into it.
There we go.
You want to slowly start chilling it down ahead of time. So start running some cold things through it so that it gets to temperature. So once you do start putting those super chill propellants running through it as you get ready to ignite
so they're
it doesn't shock
right
the
now.
engine, because usually if something gets shocked thermally, it could crack, and cracking in engines is a very bad thing. Also, I'm hearing now that I'm craving hot dogs for some reason.
Yeah, I'm seeing some information come through. Fingers crossed, Alex will be able to give us a little bit of an update on that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, here he is.
So they confirmed what I said, that maybe they are V2 mini satellites that they have been extended and now reach the past dispenser dimensions. Guess what? I told you they're crazy enough to do this sort of thing. They call it the Dodger Dogs. I don't know why they come up with these things, but they tend to be like that. Look, we're seeing NASA.
Okay, those are the guys from NSF. They've been broadcasting all day here, folks. So they're getting a little slap happy talking about hot dogs at the ball game. This picture right here is that we're seeing right now is from what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is from the folks at the Launchpad page there, and you can see that. Up in the upper left-hand corner, they have Raptor engines chilling. So that's what they're doing right now with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. And then the next time mark, booster load complete. That means as soon as they get done with the Raptor engine, that's up in the upper left-hand corner just underneath the live. And it has the current central time. I'm on the East Coast. I'm here in southern tier of upstate New York on the Eastern time. So it's currently 7:04 right now, Eastern time. But you can see right after the 4 minutes and 16 seconds of the Raptor chill, they'll have under 20 minutes of they're loading the propellant now. And then in 23 minutes will be the fuel will be completed. It takes them 30 to 35 minutes to load this now. They've actually sped up the process, and as far as that goes. And here's a shot from spaceflight.now. Let me bring this one up here, and these are the shots we'll be looking at. The launch itself, we're at 24. Well, let me go ahead and refresh that. Let's go ahead and refresh that. And bring that up. Yeah, we're down to 24 minutes and 20 seconds. And there's a full picture of the ship. Test Flight 12 with the black, that's the the shielding on the back side, underneath side. We're looking at the bottom of Starship 39. On the top, the black, those are the heat shields. So you can see the heat shield, the tiles there, that and then on the bottom half where you see that grate going down, that is the booster heavy number 19. So that's the lineup we have right now as far as it's SpaceX's newest version of its massive Starship. This is version 3, the world's largest and most powerful rocket, scheduled to hopefully take off. Window opens up in about 23 minutes there. And again, Starship version 3, short for, or V3, short for version 3. And this is Flight 12, is the 12th test flight of Starship since 2023. But the first of this year, and the first Starship test in 7 months. So it's been a while since we've had one of these, as far as that goes. So let's see, do we have anything else in here as far as the news on it? And let's see. What do you got for information? The 407 foot tall, 124 meter two-stage rocket will fly on a suborbital mission dubbed Flight 12. The mission will see Super Heavy booster number 19 splash down in the Gulf of Mexico once it brings Starship 39 up where it can release and use its engines in the upper stage. Starship 39 meets its own end in the Indian Ocean. So that's what it's not an orbital, it's a suborbital flight. Liftoff is scheduled here within the next hour, folks. So following 5 flights of version 2 in 2025, the company progresses to the next block. This is the first time they've tested a version 3. The next block upgrade of rockets after extensive testing, including 2 separate explosions that set the testing back, and we were live when that happened, when it destroyed the Super Heavy booster and the Starship. Because this is an introduction of a new version, Booster 19 will not be catched back at the launch site with the mega arms. So it will go back into the Gulf of America. And after launching from Pad 2, this is a brand new launch pad. Pad 2 is brand new, and it will land in the Gulf of America about 7 minutes after it takes off, and we'll be watching that here on this. In filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commissions Wednesday, SpaceX noted it invested more than $15 billion into Starship development. The company said it will be wrapping up research and developing work on the rocket, which is designed to be fully reusable. In 2025, the space segment generated a loss from operations of 657 millions or something like that. But for the 12th test flight, 20 Starlink simulator satellites will be deployed on a suborbital trajectory. The last 2 will have cameras to take video of the underside of the Starship 39 over a roughly 10-minute period starting about 17 minutes into the flight. 2 additional satellites described by SpaceX as modified Starlinks will release an attempt to scan Starship's heat shield. That's what it is, heat shield, to transmit imagery down to operators to test method of analyzing Starship's heat shields. And readiness for return to launch site on future missions. Several tiles on Starship will have been painted white to simulate missing tiles and serve as an imaging target for testing. So let's see, we got any activity still here? Let's go ahead and go back to NASA spaceflight. These guys don't have any association with NASA, but they're a good bunch. They got cameras. They got cameras about 1,000 feet away from the pad there. I don't think they're going to survive, myself personally. And these are some of them. You can see the one on the lower right side is pretty close. And hello, Tina. How you doing? Good evening. I'm getting excited here. We got a space launch. How we doing, Tina? Good evening. Glad to have you here. And we have 2 people on Rumble, 1 person on local, 1 person on YouTube, 2 people on YouTube now, and 1 person on Twitch. So it's good to have you here. I'm excited about this. I'm a space nut that goes back to, I can remember the very first, you're welcome, Tina. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. But I can remember back Alan Shepard launching in a suborbital flight on May 5th, 1963. I was a really young lad there. But this is this is more powerful than I want to say, by comparisons, it's more powerful than the Saturn V, and I think it's probably a little bit more powerful than Artemis. I don't think they've kicked the engines to full strength yet. So let's see if we can get some audio here. They're repeating the thing. We got 32. Is that 32 minutes? Let me check. Checking the clocks. I got to refresh some pages. Well, no, we're down to 18 minutes. 18 minutes now, and counting. 18 minutes. We'll go to this shot here. Here's their primary shot right here. Look at it. They're loading up right now, folks. You can see the condensation on the lower half. That's the heavy booster 19. You can see the frost starting to form, and once it's fully loaded, the whole booster will be frosted over. So they're loading her up, and you can see the black underbelly. Those are the heat tiles that we're talking about on the bottom portion. That they're pretty extensive. After seeing a number of these, they've got the whole bottom pretty well coated with these tiles. So we're looking down. There's and I'm getting all sorts of messages here. And so the launch window is going to open. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to launch right in 17 minutes from now. There could be a delay. There's already been a delay. I was going to start broadcasting an hour ago because this was supposed to, the window was supposed to open up at 6:30, and the window will be opening at 7:30, which is again in 16 minutes and 45 seconds there, abouts. And so they're loading up. So if all things go well, the testing on both the Starship 39 version 3 has gone good over the last week, as well as Heavy Booster 19. And again, this is a brand new version 3. So this is the first time. This is one of the big things that I've seen is that the Starship portion has, you can see the condensation now going up on the top and bottom, and it's those are the liquid oxygen tanks. It's getting cold there. It's getting a little frosty, you could say. So let's see. I gotta check my audio and stuff. How's my audio, Tina? You're listening to me. Am I coming in pretty clear there? I forgot to put my earplugs in. I think I have audio. Liquid oxygen tanks. Yep. Okay. I hear myself. Okay. I think if I didn't have my mic on, Tina would let me know. So we're watching. We're watching the fueling up, and they do this just before because it's all cryogenics. You can't let it sit there. It's not like filling it up with gasoline or anything like that. But this is pretty volatile stuff when this stuff mixes. and it gives it the thrust to. And we'll get the other shot here that gives you a panoramic view around all 4 of them. Okay, and you said yes. Okay, and you laugh and yeah. Well, you've known me long enough, Tina, that I get a little sidetracked, I guess you could say. It's like, okay, Tina, thank you. Yeah, they were supposed to do. I thought it was a week or 2 ago. They were supposed to schedule the launch. I think it was on the 19th. Then they moved to the 20th. Now it's the 21st and stuff like that. So there's some leeway for them to, um, there's some flexibility, I guess, is what I'm trying to say that on this getting ready to launch and all that. So, but we got some great shots here from NSF, and let's go ahead and we got 15. Let's see. Let me refresh that, and we'll bring that one up. We're down to 14 minutes here, and we'll give this one a listen.
The Earth. So, for example, there's many features, but some that are visible are the docking adapters below the PEZ door that you'll notice on the as-built ship. And then as we look out past V3, there's other configurations of Starship. There is a tanker that takes the propellant to dock with the lander that will land on the moon. And that, think of the on-orbit propellant transfer as sort of like the gas station in the sky. And then that gas station will be what we call the depot.
And then the plan now, and the plan's been, but it's really emphasized now, we're not just going for flags and footprints, we're talking permanent infrastructure on the moon, right?
That's right. We have to build up to that capacity. So the first landers will be, a new set of boot prints to kind of start a new generation of explorers. Then we'll build into cargo landers like you see here, maybe bringing down a rover to the surface. Some infrastructure might even be staying inside the landers. And then as we look to an even brighter future, having a permanent presence in a moon base.
Yeah, I'm ready for the moon base. I need to go to the moon. That's definitely in my med. It sounds like a hell of a week-long vacation or one.
Body we need to get to. So,
all right. Well, thank you so much, Bill. I'm going to let you jump back in there as we
get
ready to launch this rocket. Thanks for nerding out on the moon with me for a couple of minutes. But we're not done. We got a little bit of more cool news. Stick around. Last year, the From-2 crew made history. They were the first astronauts ever to explore Earth's polar regions from space in Dragon. I got to catch up with that mission commander from that, Chun Wang. He was visiting one of the most remote places on the planet, and he had some exciting news.
Okay, we're going to go stay with the spaceship here, or the Starship. And let's see, yeah, that's one of the astronauts and stuff. My main reason being here is for this thing, to watch this take off. We're down to 11 minutes, and they're just doing filler right now as far as on the SpaceX, or the space.com channel. So let's go ahead and see what the guys at NFS have to say. Talking about
It is go for launch right now. Chat, I want to know, are you go for launch?
Yeah,
Are you go for launch? Do you want to see Starship fly in 11 minutes time?
I'm go for launch.
Silly question. I think I know the answer.
It's a good question.
Thank you. Chat is now going crazy. Go, 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 go.
Let's
It's
just
kind
get
of
on the
crazy.
NSF channel, folks.
11:11. Let's go.
11:11 to go.
Okay, 11 minutes left in the countdown.
And
let's light this candle. That's my favorite one that's coming in.
Oh,
I mean,
awesome!
it's a little bit
awesome.
larger than a candle.
Okay, so they're just talking. What I got for status right now is we have they've got 8 more minutes to booster load the booster 19 to be completely loaded with fuel, and then Starship will be completely loaded in 30 seconds after that. So within 9 minutes, they'll be done with their loading, and then we're going to be having in about 10 minutes a go, no go for launch. So we'll be that's going to be a critical point right there. And then if they get to go for launch, we may have a launch in 10 minutes, folks. That's the thing. You never know. They're getting ready to fire a massive rocket with a lot of fuel in it, and as far as that goes, and this is huge. And I'll tell you right now, I'm using Rumble 2.0. I have no affiliation with Rumble, but I love this this view that I can broadcast with because I'm off to the side here, and I'm not down in the corner, and you get a full view. And I can even bring this down to where you get the full view of the full screen there, and I'm still talking here. So this Rumble 2.0 is working out quite well. Okay, let me bring this up here, and well, there we go. We'll take it into that side there. So, and we're down to 9 minutes. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty and stuff. These guys on NSF, they've been there all day. I've been popping in and out on their channels throughout the day. So I have no association with them, but they always do a great job. They're on all day. They're on 24/7 as far as the status. They give you status on what's going on with testing and all that. And they're really vested on this. And so give them a little support and check out their channel. Just put in NSF. It's NASA Space Flight, all one word. And they have no association with NASA. They just put NASA in there because they do follow some other space shots there and stuff. And let's see, one of the other shots I have is, well, let's get this down to where it's at right now. So now we can't be at 18 minutes on that one. It should be less than that. Oh, okay, there we go. We got 8 minutes. Down to 8 minutes for go, no go. So let's see if we can bring this back on the. Okay, we're going to bring it back over onto space.com here, folks. And give it a listen.
To see these and all of our other openings.
Now, I can tell you that the crowd is certainly starting to grow. Behind us, you see the launch pad there for yourself. Once again, this is the first flight test of Starship version 3. This will be the first time that we are debuting this booster, this ship, the launch pad that you see there. And you can see people walking over my shoulder here as our colleagues are moving in masses to go watch this liftoff in just over 7.5 minutes from now. It's pretty exciting stuff.
It's pretty exciting. And as a reminder, we're only a mile and a half away here. So we are very close, about as close as you can be. And we're definitely expecting to feel it.
Sorry to interrupt you, Jake. Hi. Do we have a mic? Hello. For those of you that might not know.
How are you guys?
Welcome, Nikki. It's so nice to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh my gosh. What do you think the Barbs are going to say when they see you here at Starbase?
They better say all good things. But they're going to be excited, and they're probably going to want to come themselves next time.
I'm not too.
I mean, anybody can come and watch the
It has
launches.
nothing
It's
to
super
do with the
accessible
space
to the
program.
public, so we welcome that.
Just get the notoriety because there's thousands upon thousands of people watching
I'm
this right
excited.
now. We
Is
got
it about
6
to happen
minutes
at
to go.
any minute?
So you see that number right there in the top left corner.
Yeah, she's only curious. She's only worried about the views. I'm not liking this right now.
Oh my gosh!
And,
But this is historic. This is a major moment,
yeah,
y'all.
we all know that, Nikki.
Is this your first rocket launch that you've seen live?
Yes.
She's a good singer and stuff like
How
that.
do you feel?
But, I
Very,
don't know.
very
This is out of.
excited.
This is a little weird right here, folks. Sorry, that's just me.
Might be like.
I just noticed your shirt. You've got the right swag.
I love this shirt.
It's a great shirt. I have one as well.
No, I'm not stomaching this right now, folks. We're going to bring it to back to NSF. There, This is the we'll go back to them here once they get down to like the last 5 minutes. Well, in the last couple minutes because we're not here for musical star. We're here for this. The star of this particular day is this Starflight test flight 12, Starship 12 or Starship 39, and heavy booster. Somebody make an appearance like that. It's like I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, but this is the beauty right here. This Starship right here. I want to see this launch. You talk about the Starship. I don't care who you can bring President Trump in or somebody else. No, we're all here for the Starship launch, and that should be the main focus and stuff like that. Not some celebrity coming in saying hello and stuff. I just like, give me a break and stuff like that. So let's see. We're getting down to less than 5 minutes now, folks, and it's okay. Let's see. Let's go back to this picture. We'll go back to space.com. I don't have the celebrity there.
Where all of those lines running underground from the propellant farm up to the vehicle, they're going to clear back. They're going to push all that propellant back into kind of the bunker area around the prop farm and just basically get the pad ready. We'll see the vehicles do their final thrust vector control checkouts. So when we snoop in, we should see the engines do kind of final wiggle checks. That's how we steer the rocket. We're going to do those at about T-minus 100 seconds. So
Okay, and you can see in the upper right-hand corner, we got 30 more seconds before booster load is complete, and another minute for Starship being. So we got 2 more minutes and 50 seconds for go, no go. Okay, we're getting down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds here, and I just want to refresh the space.com page, and we're coming down to less than 2 minutes, and hopefully we don't have a long hold and stuff, and we're going to be continuing the live stream throughout the flight. Okay, so we're on here. We're committed to be on here for like the next hour and a half, and keep the status. So let's get back to space.com, and we'll give it a listen here.
Joined us. This is the first flight for version 3 of Starship. The ship, which is the upper part, the black part there at the top, the booster, which is the part below that, have been completely redesigned, as well as the launch pad that you see it sitting at, as well as the engines that power both the ship and the booster. Today's test flight is a massive step forward in our developmental program.
All right, and we're coming up here on T-minus 1 minute. So let's go to the pad and let the rocket
1
do
minute.
the
We're
talking
coming up on
as
1 minute here,
V3
folks.
fully comes alive.
We're at 1 minute now.
T-minus 1 minute.
all right, so we did hit the hold at T-minus 40. Again, This is something that is built into the timeline. Not surprising, as we are doing this first flight off of pad 2. Sounds like we might already be clear. We held for a second just to make sure that the quick disconnect vents were basically ready for their final throwbacks. We'll hang tight for a couple of seconds. I think we're about to reset, and the reset is in. Counting down, first flight of Starship V3. Psych, back to rapid recycle. All right, so hold here for a second. Looks like
And this
we're
isn't
still
unusual, folks.
managing
This
some
is something
pressures
that,
in the
like you said, it's built in.
ship quick disconnect.
And they're just making sure. You can notice that the bottom
All
portion
right, still going to hang out for
of
a
the heavy
couple
booster is
seconds here
all
at
frosted
T-minus
over.
40. Again, not surprising. This is new vehicle, new pad, doing all these things for the very first time. Right now we are holding, looking at some pressures in the quick disconnect, and hold reset, and we're rolling.
And we're rolling on. Yep, we started the countdown. Here we go. It looks like we might be launching this rocket.
Flight directors, go for launch.
Back to rapid recycle, so we're going to hold at T-minus 40 again.
Okay. They bounce it back. You got a couple more checks. We have like I think it's an hour and a half
Second, we'll see
window.
what tripped this last one. As a reminder, we can hang out for quite a few minutes at T-minus 40 if we need the extra time. You're not actively loading propellant onto the vehicle anymore, so the main thing you're kind of keeping an eye on is all of the temperatures inside those propellant tanks.
And what I've seen in the past, if they're at a hold and it's been about 10 minutes, they're not gonna. They have about an hour plus window that they can launch, but if they don't go within the first 10 minutes and stuff like that, they're seeing some anomalies or something like that, so they're going to be cautious and stuff. And these are all brand new engines. They're a lot more powerful than the previous test flights of the Starship and Heavy Booster. So
all right, we're continuing to hang out here at T-minus 40.
Yep, there we are. And I just want to recognize we have 5 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, 2 people
Just taking
on
a look right now
YouTube, and 2 people on Twitch. Thank you very much.
Diverter, so that water diverter underneath the system did trip a hold, but that basically just gives the team the chance to look at it, see if it's something that we need to troubleshoot in data or if it's something that we can clear.
And what he's looking at, if you look down, there's 2 side holes that the thrust will come out once the ship launches to the fire, and there'll be a lot of deluge water coming out from various nozzles. So once we start seeing the water, they're getting ready to press the go button. So we're on a hold.
230, flight directors, go for launch.
We're back on the count. Now we're back on a hold. Okay.
And we kick back to rapid recycle again. Again, just a reminder, set it before, new pad, new rocket, learning new things about this hardware, performing in the flight environment. Taking a look at some of the sensors on the arm that manages the quick disconnect to the ship.
Beautiful overhead view.
The promise, we're not just trying to prolong the anticipation. Team's taking a look.
No, there's a lot of checklists being run right now.
We got a couple more minutes where we can hang out here. Again, it's not an unlimited time to pause at T-minus 40. We're keeping an eye on the propellant temperatures inside the vehicles. So we've got probably about 3 minutes or so left of hold time. Team's taking a look at the hold that tripped on that arm for the quick disconnect on the tower.
It looks like early they had some rain clouds, rainstorms in the area and stuff like that. But it looks like they got some good weather right there now, even with the little bit of clouding that we see in this picture.
Continuing to hold, got a couple minutes to try and clear this issue.
It sounds like the issue is on the actual mega structure there, as far as one of the disconnects or something like that. It's probably indicating something. Who knows? But they have to take precautions. There's a lot of work going into this, and it's always prudent in space when you're firing off a rocket this size to take the side of caution.
Still holding T-minus 40, still troubleshooting this issue. Probably got about a minute or a minute and a half left of hold time.
And those are all the Raptor engines on the bottom end of the heavy booster. And those are the ones that are on the Starship 39 right there. And checking out, you can see all that liquid oxygen there, just frosting.
Flight control team confirms still working through the issue. Still have a short amount of hold time still remaining. Still holding T-minus 40.
At this point, it's not looking too good. And let's see, can this be seen? You can see there's 1 million people watching this on space.com right now. This is what we're on the feed, the space.com feed. There's over 1 million people watching this right now, folks. But we're getting close. Yeah, we're past that. This could possibly be a scrub.
All right, still continuing to hold here at T-minus 40. While we do that, the team's looking at temperatures of the propellant inside those tanks. We kind of check that against simulations that we've run in the past. There's some margin in those. We're still holding, no decision yet. Sounding like we have the fix in place. Hold reset, clocks is rolling.
Okay, we got to go. That's good. Starting. Whoa, we're down to less than. Well, we hit another hold. Oh God. Okay.
And we're back into rapid recycle.
Rapid recycle.
All right, we're back at our T-minus 40 hold. Standing by to see what tripped us this time. All right. It is sounding like we are not going to be able to clear this issue in time today.
Yep.
So we are going to be standing down from a launch.
Okay.
So if you're just now joining us, we got the vehicle totally loaded. We hit a couple of different holds as we worked through that count. Again, new rocket, new pad. We're learning about a lot about these systems as we execute them for the first time, and we're not able to basically troubleshoot all of these issues in those final seconds to get to launch. But that essentially makes this a wet dress rehearsal. We were able to fully load the vehicles, and we're going to take the time now, figure out what tripped us up before launch, and then actually get into a flight tomorrow. We do have the ability to essentially rapidly recycle. We are expecting to be able to make another flight attempt tomorrow, but obviously stay tuned to our social media at SpaceX on X and our website, spacex.com, for updates. So no flight today. We will give it another try tomorrow.
Okay, so that's a scrub, which has happened before. It's happened before, and as far as that goes, so we'll bring it over here to NFS, and that's the rocket. It's better to be safe than sorry. So it's just we'll let's see what the guys on NSF.
This could still be on for today. We just have to wait and see what SpaceX says officially. But we have been in this hold for a little while now.
Okay, let me bring it over here so I can refresh that. Let's see. We go share this one instead, and then we'll get, that's the feeds right there. So it looks like we're going to be doing another broadcast tomorrow night, tomorrow early evening, to see if they can launch this sucker. And but this happens. This does happen as far as that goes. And oh, what's this? Okay, we got that. Let's see if we got any audio here for them. Okay. They're just doing some advertisement right now and stuff like that. So, but that's part of the game as far as for when you're trying to launch something this size. You have to be careful, and there's a lot of work in putting this together, and you don't want one little thing take everything out and stuff like that. So it's okay. What do we have for a feed here? It's just where can I park it at here? Okay, yeah, this is this is a good picture here. We'll just go to this one. It says it's official that it is scrubbed. So they're going to have to and the process when they do scrub it, because it has all that propellant in it, they just reverse it. They reverse it back out as far as defueling it, and as far as that goes. So Tina says, okay, yeah, it happens, Tina. It happens as far as that goes, and it's better to be safe than sorry. And as far as that, and whatnot. So it's just let's see, and that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you're going to have a launch, and sometimes you're not. And I think I'm just going to say this: I believe the celebrity, the entertaining celebrity that came in, I think she jinxed it. That's my take. That's going to be my take, folks, as far as that goes, and whatnot. So let's see if we got anything from NSF. Let's see.
Exciting to watch.
I love the fact that the chat is blaming Nicki Minaj.
There we go. We're just saying that. I was just saying that. I was just saying that.
I mean, she was on the launch broadcast, I believe.
She shouldn't have been on the broadcast.
SpaceX was talking with her.
I'm not alone.
Sharing that. So apparently, chat's blaming that. And I mean, I guess that gives people time to go get yourself a Dodger dog if you really want a hot dog.
Yeah, she shouldn't have been.
Or a monster dog if you happen to be up on the northeast coast.
No, because I'm a Yankees fan. Actually,
yeah,
I'm going to a baseball game on Saturday, so hopefully we get the actual ones.
But that's funny about the entertainment. Nikki, whatever her last name is, she comes in there, and you know, it's just like I've never seen any of the 11 previous broadcasts that I've done
Hopefully,
of the
there will be a
starships.
Starship
I
off
think
the
there might have
pad by
been one
that
or
point,
two
and a
that I
booster
didn't.
and a vehicle in the Gulf
It was
and Indian Ocean. But
what is it? It was basically how can I say this nicely? I've never seen an entertainer on there though. That's the thing. It's just like just as I was thinking it, they were saying it over there on NSF, and then, you know, they have a couple. They have like how many people are on their broadcast? Let's see. They have. They currently have like 52,000 people there. So everybody in their chat is saying that and stuff. So, and they've been around. There's a bunch of space nerds and stuff like that. And it's one of those things that when did this girl, Nikki, all of a sudden become, because you pop in there and, oh, look at me. I'm here at the space. Where were you all the previous launches and stuff? So I just think it's comical. It is so comical as far as it goes. And Tina says that was funny. And was it, Tina? You said she had a lot of nerve. Well, they allowed her. The two broadcasters allowed her in. They allowed her in and stuff like that. So it's one of those things that's like I don't know. It just let me go ahead and skip that. Let's see. Do we have anything? No. Okay, we don't have anything on the. So I'm going to shut down the Roku here on the back. We had something there, and but yeah, she had a lot. I just took it. She had a lot of nerve and stuff like that. I don't listen to her. I've listened to some of her music, but I'm not a fan. But I'm not a hater of her and stuff. I just think it's coincidental that you get somebody that it's not a norm for space launches. Okay. It's just like you keep the celebrities in the celebrity section, and if you want to go there, go there. But you don't go to when you're just within minutes of a launch. You don't have that. So let's go back to NSF, and we'll see what we'll just stay here for a few more minutes. We've been on over an hour and stuff. We'll just wrap it up with these guys here as far as that goes. So let's see what they have to say.
Not a risk for as long as it has to be a risk for, if that makes sense. Because, of course, there is an entire village of people and production site just, a couple miles down the road, which is in the blast danger area. And that causes a lot of disruption. So the sooner they can reopen that area, the better for everybody who lives there and works in Starbase.
Mm-hmm. It's really cool. You could actually drive all the way up to a lot of it. It amazes me how open the whole area is around there.
Absolutely. Highway 4 is a public highway. Boca Chica Beach is a publicly accessible beach. You can...
Okay, they're just talking about the area and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up as far as that goes. And let's see, what do we have for shots here? It has been scrubbed. As you can see, SpaceX has scrubbed today's launch. And we'll give it another go tomorrow and stuff. So I'm all preset. I want to say thank you for the viewership here. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll just try again tomorrow evening. So we've been on for an hour. I want to say thank you, Tina, for being in the audience. And yeah, you have a good night too. And again, I appreciate the viewership. We had 6 people on Rumble ending here, 1 person on local, 3 people on YouTube. Thank you. And 2 people on Twitch for a total of 12 people. I do appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. And you all have a great evening wherever you may be. And I will be doing the Fireman Rich morning coffee tomorrow at 6 to 8 a.m. I usually start a little before 6 a.m. I get up and I'm having the morning coffee, and we have a little chat going on. We talk about things. And for the folks that are watching the replay, Tina, who I had on the chat here, she's one of my regular viewers here. So you're more than welcome to attend. And then I'll be doing another broadcast tomorrow evening to see if they can launch Starship 39 with Heavy Booster 19 tomorrow. So with that, you all have a great evening, and I hope you're having a good week so far. And live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. God bless you, and God bless America. And you all take care. Ciao for now.